So I like to kind of we'll cross one foot on top, come through. We're gonna do a quad stretch. How's that feeling? So you guys know with like releasing neck pain, you know, you go through the arms, get into the neck, right? Low back, you go in through the legs, right? Lots of tension through the legs will pull on the back and cause that pain. So though, they're like, wait, why are you starting on my legs? We're working on the back. If you've got tight quads, tight hamstrings, better believe that low back's gonna be tight. So as we're pushing through the feet, you can always give a little movement in the toes. Switch feet on top. So at this point, we're just warming up and we're preparing them for some awesome deep work. We were trying to figure out a way to format this, do the little chunks, right? So just remember as we get through this and as we get to the end, you guys can do this in whatever order like makes sense to you in your mind, right? So I know we talked about, how you have some trouble doing this. So with this, you're gonna need to have your table a little lower. For me, honestly, I couldn't have my table any higher. This is a pretty good spot for she and I, because I want my tool to be going down. I want to be able to just lean in, right? So what I'm doing is I'm coming to the top of her glute, trying to find like a good spot. If you want to kind of warm up the tissue a little more, right? We just came back, haven't really been working come in with some soft fist. While I'm giving her like a nice movement through her spine, checking out her glutes. I'm actually feeling her tissue to see where do we need to work, right? QL stuff. For me, I don't have a lot of legs, so to do a jostle while she's on the table with my knee is a little harder for me. You can see Robert in some of his videos, he may come in and do like a little jostle here with the glute. For me, that doesn't really make sense for my body, so I tend to do more of a static. And so you find a good spot. How's that feel in there? Do you want a little more pressure?
Sure.
So I'm gonna find another good spot.
This also meets any franchise standards again with having one
Foot on the ground, yeah.
That none of you all really need to. But
And are you going straight down into the body?
I'm going in and down a bit.
So you're angling a little towards the feet?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm angling down towards the other hip and down towards the feet. But you've got your hands here, you could do a little. Honestly, if I was doing this work, I'd have my table one lower because I can feel that like I can't get as much over her as I'd like to, right? That's all right. So as you guys are working, before you get started, make sure your table's at a good height for you so that way you guys can really practice this and not feel like, well, I'll do this later. Let's go ahead and do it to where you guys can feel comfortable. But this is the primary, right? This is all secondary. You guys ever do any things where you're, working the glute and bringing this kind of stuff, right? So you come in with your point, you can still do that kind of stuff, right? But the main point is going to be, we're going to find this nice, good spot here up on the top of the glutes. Do a little jostle. Sink in. Is that enough pressure in the glute? You could probably take more, huh?
Maybe a little more.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't give you any more because the table's too high. But with me leaning in, this is giving her as much pressure as I can, right? If she wants less pressure, I stand up. Just whenever you're on the table receiving, you can have your giver go ahead and show you the difference in just having a knee in the glute and just leaning in static, and then leaning in and just kind of giving them some assisted pressure, I guess you would say, right? Awesome. Let's start there. And like we said, let's do this to where we're like getting to try it, feel comfortable, but we're not trying to do a full massage. So we can move on to the next little bunch. because I have like 4 different little groups I want to try to get through.
Everyone lower y'all's tables.
Yeah, lower this. This will probably be good for you since you're a little taller. I bet you that this will be. But I would come in and just see how it feels to put your knee in her glute. And if it feels like me where I can't give her the pressure she needs, I would drop it down one more, you know. I know, like me.
I know. Tall people problems.
Yeah, short people problems.
I'm not even that tall, y'all.
I mean,
I'm only 5'7".
where's your hip? Oh,
I just have tall torso. Get rid of shelves.
I know.
See, that's easy. You guys are faster. Because you can move through smaller places.
I don't know about that. My stride is like
Half, I know. I have to work harder to be faster.
You know, I bet you have smaller feet though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see, like it's impossible for me to find shoes.
Like
That's amazing. Dude, I'm a size 10 in women's.
okay.
Like, you can't knock-
5'5".
Yeah, you can't knock me over. You know? Like very well. Like it would suck if I was like a 5 because I'd be tall and then I'd fall over.
Yeah.
And I got these big grippy things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Uh-huh.
So what you can do is take this knee.
All the way. I'm so short.
Your knee is,
Oh, it's a elbow on steroids.
You want to lower it?
your knee,
That's what I do.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's hard, right?
I know. She's like, I don't feel it.
So I was like,
Sorry.
No, you did. I should have known. Scoot your whole body down.
your knee is an elbow on steroids. Why do we show you to use the knee when you could just use your forearm and elbow?
You got it. Good job.
You get more
Leverage.
pressure.
Yeah. You can also grab that leg.
We want to give you a bigger, broader tool,
Do you see how this
and I want to take the pressure off your arms. Because we got more tools, I'll use this first, and then if we need more specific
Well, I
pressure,
just
I'll
think
come in
like,
next with
as
elbow.
far as like, I don't know if my reach is different or,
Well, are you right-handed?
I am.
So that's the reason why you're looking that way.
I see.
So then you can also start with your shoulder forward too.
Is that better?
I like to use.
I think I'm still gonna have to like.
mm-hmm. See, when I'm doing floor work, I'm using my foot doing this.
Yeah.
I rock with my foot, and then I just compress. So you can also, you know, in table work, right, we use our forearms to do the glute work. You might use your forearm in the glute. So that's how this is like that next step up. That's why when we're bringing the,
That work,
there you go.
very comfortable?
Static holds are awesome.
I mean, you're doing great. Like, I'm not gonna like it.
Okay.
Does it go really far?
Yeah.
Also grab her leg.
It is
and
still-
mobilize it.
I'm a little thick.
With her knee.
This year.
Does that feel good for you? If needed, you can see some people. Yeah, go for it.
Do be careful of the weight. I was going to say that on my table, just because it's 3 bodies. Yeah. I was getting nervous when you're on mine because I was like, mine's already cracked. Be careful. 3 bodies, no.
Yeah.